Okay, y'all, Facebook, I do not own the rights to this song. I'm only going to use it for about 10 seconds. Alright, so don't cut me off. Just don't cut me off. Okay? I'll use this one too. I don't own the rights to this song neither. Few seconds. Alright? Yeah, I'm going to shout it out. Already best friends. Yep, Jack Harlow. How about that? Yeah, I shot it out, so don't cut me off. But I'm about to cut it down. How about that? Just a little bit. Alright. Okay. How are y'all doing today? I'm just going to, take a few minutes of your time. Alright. Okay. Let's chat for a little bit. Oh, wow. Let's talk about distractions today. Okay. Oh man, it's a lot tied to this, to that topic of distractions. Guys, I'm learning something. You're never too old or too young or, whatever, to learn something every day, per se. And distractions, it seems like distractions is a big deal nowadays, because in my opinion, this is only my opinion, y'all. So, but if you want to jump on here with me, hold up, the phone is ringing. Hold up, wait. Let me call you back in a minute, okay? Call you back in a minute. I'll call you right back. All right, just a second. All right, so, yeah, distractions is a big, in my opinion, is a big topic that I've been hearing a lot about lately. And it's from what I'm seeing, okay, a lot of us are letting distractions stop us from doing things, from utilizing our gifts, utilizing our purpose, walking in our purpose, and just doing what we're purposely supposed to be doing. And I'm just going to share about myself, because I'm not only speaking from what I see, but I'm speaking from experience. And as you can tell, a lot of what I talk about is through my experiences. And I do, I like to share with y'all. I'm a writer. I don't get in front of these cameras much, because I write. So I'll write to you all day, and I can talk like I write, but I'd rather write, because I'll be on here for like 10 hours. So anyway, like I said, a lot of us are allowing distractions to stop us from doing things that we want to do. I just want to drop a little nugget, okay? Whatever it is that you desire to do, and you put some time into it, always put something into it every day, okay? The more that the desire is there to do it. If you desire to write, if you desire to create something, if you desire whatever it is that you want to do, let alone, put it like this: when you're little, when you're younger, right? Most people ask you, what do you want to do when you grow up? And at that time, kids know what they want to do, whether it's something that's what they want to do, okay? So as they get older, they find other things that they want to do too, but it's a lot that they want to do. They just know what they want to do. Okay, so we're grown, okay? So what is it that you've been wanting to do for a long time, but you haven't done it? What is it that you desire to do, but you haven't done it? What is it that you are capable of doing, but you haven't done it? Okay, what is it? And what's stopping you? Is it because they said it ain't gonna work? Oh, it costs too much to do that. Oh, it takes too much time. I don't have time for that. Where am I find time to do this on top of everything else I'm doing? No, everything else that you're doing is distracting you from what you really want to do. We have to flip that. I wrote a poem. I wrote a poem about that years ago, flipping the script. I sure did. Flip that script. Whatever it is that you're doing that you really don't want to be doing, that's the distraction. So it's your own fault. Just like me. I ain't gonna lie. It's a lot of things that I be wanting to do, okay? It's a lot of things that I wanted to be doing, but I chose to do other things for my own reasons, only to learn, honestly, that those were trials per se to prepare me for what I'm doing now. Because for one, I was scared. I was scared to dive into the things that I wanted to do because I didn't believe that I could do it. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know how to do it. I didn't know what it was going to look like. I didn't know if it was going to work. I didn't know if it was even going to be right or if it was perfect enough to do or if anybody would be able to utilize whatever it is that I'm doing. And yes, yeah, that was me. That was me. But what I've learned is I had to be patient with me. I had to figure out what it is that that fire, what is that fire within myself to want me to, what is that fire within me that I wake up every day that I want to do or that because that fire is what you're supposed to be doing. If some of y'all understand what I'm saying, for real. Those that understand what I'm saying understand exactly what I'm talking about. It's that inner fire. It's that thing. And what that thing is that it was placed in you. It was given to you. So when things don't work out as you plan them to be, it's because you're not tapping into that fire. You're not paying attention to that fire because that's not part. It may be part of what you're supposed to be doing, but you'll know that as you're going through because a lot of things that don't work for us is not supposed to because we're not tapping into the right purpose for what, you know what I'm saying? You're not tapping into your purpose. You're doing stuff that you're feeding into the distractions. And those distractions are meant to be there to stop you from utilizing your gifts and your purpose. So when you find yourself miscombobulated, when you find yourself, how you doing, Amosu and Chico, when you find yourself struggling, I mean hard, and trying to do something, maybe that's not what you're supposed to be doing. Because if you're doing what you really want to do and what you're supposed to do and what drives you from the inside, the universe will work with you. Things are going to come easy like that because you know what? That's it. You've tapped and opened up something in you that you're supposed to be doing, what you were meant to be doing. Everybody have a purpose. And collectively, that purpose with everybody else is how can I say it? It's like a well-oiled machine. Okay, you have a car, right? The car can't move on two tires. You need all four. So those tires have a purpose. The car can't go side to side, left to right, maneuver if you don't have a steering wheel. So that steering wheel has a purpose. It's doing what it's supposed to do. Those headlights you can't see in the dark without your headlights. Unless you're in the city and you can drive without no lights on. But in the country you can't do that because the moon is not out all night. But anyway, all the time. But anyway, everything serves a purpose so that that one vehicle can utilize, so it can move, so it can take you from A to B. But there's many compartments. It's many things that help to make that car move. And each and every piece has a purpose. Regardless of how big or how small it is, it has a purpose. So out of billions and zillions and gazillions of people that's here on this planet has a purpose. So when you try to utilize, when you try to do this, that, and the other, and this, that, and this, and the other, stay in your lane. As the young ones say, stay in your lane. Be humble and stay in your lane. Because your lane is part of a collective whole and purpose. You're still getting it done. Whatever it is that gift was inside of you that drives you, drive it. And I mean drive it from here to Timbuktu. Drive it. Okay? That's your thing. And whatever comes along is going to stick to it. It's gonna, those are tools that you're picking up. But you have to believe that y'all, I can break this thing down. That's why I say I like to write, and I can, but face to face here, you hearing it straight. What I will say is what I will write. This is how I write. So I'm telling you, it's like whatever, just do it. Believe that you can do it. Somebody else had a blueprint. Somebody else, it's like your ideas matter. And you don't have more than, you can have many, not just one. Tap into your stuff, because each idea, each thing that you have in you is that one purpose. It's towards that purpose. So somebody else can't tell you, put it like this, somebody can't tell you somebody else cannot tell you that what you're doing is not right. It's not going to work. It's this, it's that. Because you already know, it's already drawn. You just have to walk in it. Show them what you got. And it's not even proving nothing to them. Prove it to yourself. Prove it to yourself. You can do it. Just do it. Okay? So all these distractions, all of these people, even if as you're walking through and walking in your purpose and your gift, you're gonna lose friends. You're gonna have all these different things thrown at you. There's gonna be failures. There's gonna be mistakes. There's gonna be this. But what business or what? Even if you're drawing a picture, it may not look right at first, but the more that you do it, the better it's gonna get. It's gonna be times when you fall. It's gonna be times when you run out of paint. It's gonna be times when the paper might rip, or you might lose something. Go and get another one. Go ahead and pick up where you left off and continue to go. Don't let that go. Hold on to it. And I'm going to tell you something. The people that tell you, or should I say people that throw the darts at whatever you're doing, let them throw them. But you know what? Let that mess slide right off and keep on going. Because you know what? You're building a foundation. that's going to be stronger than ever, that can't be blown over if you stick with it. How do you think these businesses out here, how do you think McDonald's made it? How do you think Walmart is making it? Yeah, I'm calling y'all out, and it's free advertisement because, yes, I do go there. And hey, thank you. But guess what? How do you think just look around you, wherever you are, whatever town you in, wherever you are, look around. Somebody kept going. So why can't you? Somebody kept going. Somebody brushed off, or should I say, let the negative things slide off their shoulder and kept going. So why can't you? Because guess what? Thank you. You're welcome, Ebenezer. Because guess what? I was the same. I didn't believe that I could. I didn't. I put myself on hold for a very long time. I was everybody's cheerleader. And I still am, because guess what? The more that I'm growing, the more I want somebody else to see and grow as well. And I'm happy because guess what? When people are pushing every day and they're trying to do something and make something happen, that's a step closer to their journey. That's a step closer in their journey for their destiny. You know what I'm saying? It's like to know that somebody's trying and trying every day, and they're staying in there. They're going through the weather. They're going through the storms. They're going through the hurdles and the mountains and the valleys, lows, because they believe that they can do it. And it can be done. Just do it. I know people out here that's done things, that's started things with no money. They volunteered. They gave their time. They gave of themselves. They became apprentices. They were willing to learn something. They were willing to open up. They were willing to change their mindsets. They were willing to sit back, sit down, and be humble. Taking that seat and just listen and watch and take the advice. Thank you. I love you too, Harry. Just think, just learn something. You're not going to know everything. You're not going to know it all, but just enough. You know what I'm saying? Just allow yourself to just learn and go. Get on Google, go on Google and search people that's doing the stuff that you want to do. Google it. The World Wide Web, www. Wonder what is whappening. Wonder what's happening. You know what I'm saying? Just follow some of these folks. Whatever it is you want to do, follow these people and see what they did to get there. It's that simple. This thing that you're on right now, your cell phones, laptops, computers, whatever, you're on the internet. You're on the net. If you can find Facebook, you can find this, whatever it is on Google, whatever, YouTube, all these platforms, you can figure out what it is. You can find somebody that's doing what you're doing and see what they're doing, see what they did. Because guess what? That's why they're out there. That's why they're public. Because they, in my opinion, they wouldn't be public if they didn't want you to know. So they've made it, or they're making it, and they're trying to hold on to you so they can grab you up and carry you along, basically, because that's what they're doing. They're giving. They're giving their time. Hi, Mom. I see you. I see you, Mom. Yep. So, that's what these platforms are for. We have no excuses anymore, guys. There's people that's disabled. There's people that can't leave their houses. There's people that's in all different type of situations that's making it. Okay. Mm. They're still utilizing their gift. Hi, Mom. Yes, I'm live. I had to. I'd rather write than be in front of this camera, but I'm on here. I'm talking about distractions. I'm talking about distractions. So yeah, it's like, yes, like I said, it's people out here that's going through. They are, and their purpose is still purposeful. You see, they still can utilize whatever it is to get done what they need to get done. And I'm an advocate for that. Those that know me, if you've been following me, you'll know my story. And I'll share my story throughout, moments. But yeah, you're still purposeful. You still can be used. And for those of you that are spiritual, I don't know the ins and outs and backwards and forwards and everything that's in the Bible, but it's a lot of people in there that's not perfect, wasn't perfect. And those are stories that they've been through. These people had issues, problems. Same thing we're dealing with today. Okay? So it's all in how you look at things. It's all in how you utilize. And it's all about, just watch. All I can say is, let me see, I've been on here for how long now? I don't know. Oh, 20 good minutes. Hey, that's a half-hour show. And y'all been here with me for half an hour. How nice. I love you guys. But yeah, just lay all those distractions down and just do it. You've had time. And thank you. Anyway, I'm gonna share something with you. I don't usually share my weaknesses, but I am today. Who cares? Because we all have them. But I used to be afraid that I was running out of time. I wouldn't look at the clock. I wouldn't deal, and to this day, I don't deal with the clocks. I only go by alarms. I set my alarms whenever something needs to be done. Okay? Because utilizing my writing, what desires me. I mean, I have a lot of them, and I tie them all into one, and I tend to get overwhelmingly tired. And when I look at the clock, I feel like, oh goodness, I'm not, I'm running out of time, and oh, I gotta get this done, and then, oh my goodness, I'm not putting enough time into that, and then this over here needs help, that one over there needs this. I gotta do that today. Oh my gosh, look at the clock. That was me, and I had to stop. Because I've been given so many different, I call them gifts because that's what they are. I've been given so many gifts and so many things mentally that I am grateful for, and I try to do them all at once, all the time. Hi, Mom. I love you. And it's like I'm just overwhelmingly happy, grateful, excited because I've calmed down a lot of my distractions. And I've had a chance and I've had the time, since my children are older now. Or should I say my young adults? Because they're not kids, they're not babies anymore. But I've had the time to really dig through and really get things in order and give myself the time I needed, on top of dealing with my own disability, because I do. It may not look like it, but I do. I have one. Um, mm, Coffee. um, yes, I actually, yes, I do. I have one. But it stopped me a lot, because I felt like I couldn't do things. I couldn't do certain things. And I had to learn how to, brush off those voices. And a lot of them were of my own, because I'm the type, people can't tell me what I can and cannot do. That's just not how I do things. It's about what I tell myself. And it's like, at one point, I would always check myself. I would, not, yes, I did compare myself. I'm going to go ahead and bring it out. I compare myself to what others were doing, and why, I was like, dang, shoot, I don't know if I can do that. Or how do I do that? Or what, da, 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 da. But I had to learn that they had to go through the same thing I did. It's like, just believing that you know how to do it, believing that you can do it. Hi, Robert and Alfred. Thank you for getting on here with us today. And just aside from knowing, I know that I can do things, but I allowed that to be like the center. Like it was, you know what I'm saying? Like, dang, that's different. Hey, cuz, like, just because I had that would be like the barrier of why I couldn't do what I wanted to do. And I do see, of course, everybody have that thing. Everybody have their thing that they carry. You know what I'm saying? But that's what makes us different. And I had to learn that too. This is what makes me different. I'm not like everybody else. My only competition is me. There is none but me, being better than me yesterday, being better than me a year ago, being better than me 10 years ago. You see? That's what I had to learn, that just because what they're doing looks like that, or what she's doing look like that, okay, that's what they're doing. That's their purpose. Mine is not going to look like theirs. Theirs is not going to look like mine. But collectively, we're working together. So you just be the best version of you that you can be. And whatever it is that you're doing is the best version of you and what you're meant to be doing. So all these distractions, I'm just, outwardly looking at things, and that's exactly what it is. Outside things can be a distraction, and that's what stopped me, because I was looking around too much. I was looking around too much and not really paying attention to what I was doing. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just, this message right here is all to say, spend some time with yourself. Give yourself the time that you need for yourself, the same way you give time for outside things, and you can get it done. You can get it done. And don't feel like, well, I can't tell you what to feel like. I'm speaking on myself on this one. Don't feel like you're behind because everybody else is more ahead, seem to be more ahead than you are. Because guess what? Sometimes you have to learn things. You're in, I call it it is the valley. I'm learning that too, like you're in the valley, in the wilderness per se, in that wilderness, learning to find your way through. Sometimes it's more of a jungle. Some people's wilderness is like a jungle where you think you going somewhere, but you walking in circles. Okay, but it's all for a purpose. Everything is still okay. Because sometimes being in that jungle for years at a time is preparing you for tomorrow. That moment right there. That light right there. You see it, but you're trying to get to it, but it's something you have to learn. And it's all in the purpose. Everybody's purpose have that jungle for real. We all have it. It's just how you maneuvering in that thing. You know what I'm saying? So don't feel like just because, like, I'm gonna put it out there. I'm 46. I am 46 and happy. Okay? I'm old people's now, but guess what? It's okay. Because I know where I am. I don't know where exactly in 10 years I'm gonna be. Next week I'm gonna be, because I ain't got, God knows what's going on. But all I can say is right now, I'm just enjoying the process, because every day I know that I'm putting a little bit in, as much as I can, in my ability to get where I feel like I want to go. But I just had to learn that I can, and I will, and I'm doing what I think I should be doing. And I've been riding off of that same motto for years. It seemed like every time, every level is different. And I learned something through each and every one, and I do get where I need to go. It may not look like it, through the process, because when you have a vision about something, you're like, okay, bam, 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 and bam. But no, it may work like that sometime, but sometimes it's like bam, hiccups. That's what that. It happens like that. Life is not like this. It's more like okay. So during those hiccups is where it's okay, long as you recognize and you get back on track and you just continue on, because those are the distractions. It's meant to throw you off if you let it. If you let it. Okay? But just stay on course. Tap into everything you want to do and just do it. Because really all of those ideas are one. Because one gave it to you. And one is not going to give you something you can't bear. Understand? I had to, and I'm still learning. So don't. Yes, still. And that's okay, because I'm willing to learn. Being willing to learn is one of the greatest gifts I say anybody can have. Being willing, submissive, being okay to sit down for a few minutes, because that's what leaders do. Leaders sit, leaders watch, leaders listen, and then leaders make that move. Yep. So when you see leaders sitting, don't think they fell. They're watching, and they're listening, and they're learning when to move. And on that note, Rita already moved, because I got a turkey in the oven, and I got to go and baste it. So on that note, I love you guys. I'll see y'all later, and I'll be back. Have a wonderful day. Now, I'm going to turn this music up a little bit because guess what? Oh, baby boy. Here we go. I don't own the rights to this song. Facebook. So don't cut me off. Alright? Alright. Hi, Britt. Hey, sis. Alright. I love you guys. I love you, Mom. I love y'all for being on here with me today. Y'all comment below where y'all are viewing from. And I'll see you guys again. Until then, walk in, run in, crawl in, be there.